What is going on, everybody? Hello, hello. Happy Monday. It is so good to see you all, and I hope you all are having a phenomenal week, or at least start to your week. I know that this is a little bit later than what I normally stream, but I just wanted to check in and see how everybody was doing. I said I wasn't going to stream over the weekend unless Bitcoin hit 100K, and it did not. In fact, we are having a significant correction now. I think we're down to like 93, 94, something like that. So, you know, we had like 2 weeks of up only or 3 weeks of up only is what it felt like. So it only makes sense that we're probably having, or we're due for a little bit of cooling off in the marketplace. So, you know, the thing is, this is a short week for me. There's probably even be a short stream today. I'm just glad I could get one in. But this is a short week for me. I'm traveling on Wednesday for the holiday. And while I probably will still be, I'll definitely try to do content, and I'll do my best to stream over the holiday, or the holiday weekend while I'm traveling. There's a lot that I'm trying to get knocked out today and tomorrow, and then like I said, I'm on the move on Wednesday. So how's everybody doing? How's your weekend? First of all, I guess I can ask, outside of crypto, did you guys get a chance to go outside, touch some grass, and or touch some snow based on where you are in the world? Let's see. For me, I had a fantastic weekend. On Saturday, I usually hit up this run club. We went to like a nice outdoor area in the city. It's like the weather here is perfect right now. It's like 70s, 80s during the day, drops to 40s and 50s at night. It's perfect. I can't get enough of it. So did that, got a solid workout in on Saturday morning. In the afternoon, I went to see the new Gladiator movie, which we can talk about. No spoilers, but I was very excited to see that. And then yesterday, just met up with a bunch of friends and did a little Friendsgiving type of thing. There was a tandoori turkey involved for anybody who has had Indian food before. You've probably had tandoori chicken, but this was turkey cooked tandoori style, and I have to say it was delicious. As somebody who's had a lot of turkey and a lot of tandoori chicken in my life, it was nice to get this little fusion. So I'm feeling pretty good. It feels like the holidays are here. It feels like things are in full effect. I'm not, this is going to sound odd to you, but I'm actually not checking the Bitcoin price as much. I have my alert set if we go across 100K, but for the most part, it's been I've just been chilling. I'm trying to enjoy, and there's actually work-wise for me, I'm trying to get this song done so I can get some music out early next year. But I need to get that done probably before I head out for the holidays. So that's what the grind has been all about. That's what I've been up to all day. It's what I'll be up to tonight and most of tomorrow. But I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow. I'll even try to stream for a little bit on Wednesday as well. My flight is until the afternoon, so actually, you know what? It's gonna be tough Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do like an early morning stream, like earlier than usual. I don't know. We'll see. But let's jump into the chat here, see how everybody's doing. Leandro, hello there. We missed you. Yeah, I know. It was a long weekend. I was thinking about you guys too. Every time I checked the Bitcoin price over the weekend, I was just like, oh man, we're not gonna hit it. There's not gonna be a live stream this weekend, I guess. We're just gonna have to wait until I think we're not gonna hit 100K until December. I know Papa Bear's coming back in full effect. So I was looking at Bitcoin's historical price from 4 years ago, right? And we had this massive run up in November of 2020. And then things just cooled off right around this time. In fact, maybe I can even pull it up. But we cooled off around this time, and then we didn't hit a new all-time high. We didn't really shoot above that for like 3 weeks until like mid-December. So I know that there's a lot of hype around, okay, everybody's going to go home for the holidays. Everybody's going to be talking about Bitcoin and MicroStrategy and crypto and all this stuff. And maybe we'll see that sooner rather than later. But, history doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes type of thing. I think we might cool off for a little bit because it was really, really up only for this past 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Gathering the Magic, what is going on? Oh, Darren's in the house too. Darren, how are you doing, brother? I hope all is well. All right, Gathering says, Bitcoin pullback means people took profit and we'll put in alts. Let's go. Hope everyone is ready. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how alt season goes. It's kind of red across the board. I mean, I guess ETH did jump up a little bit, so there's that. And Solana's been kind of doing its thing, even though it's correcting as well. But maybe we'll have a little alt pump here. SPS is still sitting at about a penny, so hopefully, I mean, again, that's been a good sign, right? People aren't massively selling off at this price. But the thing that still concerns me is the DEC to peg price. We are struggling on that, and I don't know when we will get anywhere close to that. Meaning like before Conclave Arcana, right? Like, I think Conclave Arcana is the saving grace, but here's the thing. This is all about how are we going to go into the bull run? Are we going to, or alt season, I should say, because we're already in the bull run, but how are we going to transition into alt season? Are we going to hit the ground running at full speed, or are we going to stumble our way through? So if we have to stumble our way through, that kind of sucks, right? But if we're already churning and burning SPS for DEC by the time Conclave Arcana runs, then that means we burn higher and brighter, and that's, I think, what everybody wants to see. So obviously the team hasn't even turned on the real marketing jets yet, and we've still had a decent amount of new signups. We're getting new people come through. There's apparently a new content creator out there. I forgot what his thing is on X, but just go check him out. Show some love. So he was like streaming it over the weekend, I think. So pretty cool stuff. Gavin says, off this week, so I have to get a lot of vids out and maybe get on a couple of shows. Let's do it, man. Are you talking about like split on that shows? Like, you want to come on here and chat? Red X says, GG's in fantasy football. Oh, I had a great week, I think. I think I beat you, GG's. Man, I had a great week in this league, in the league that we're in, as well as my main league. And I think it's like too little too late type of situation. But I had Terry McLaurin, who went absolutely nuts. I had Caleb Williams finally show up. Let's see what else is good for me. David Montgomery. It was just a solid team outing. So GG's, my friend. You still have a chance to catch me. If your kicker and defense go wild tonight, you never know. But I hope they don't. All right, so that sweet SPS pot is still in scope. Well, good for you, man. I think I'm out. Gavin says, hope to set up a chat with Boba Fett on Splinter's 101. Sweet. Let me know when it's out. I look forward to catching it. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you. I guess I can pull it up on here too. So if we go Bitcoin price history, let's take the all caps off because I'm not yelling at you. I want daily. What's the website that I went to? Oh, Yahoo Finance. Okay, perfect. This is exactly what I want. So here's what we're going to look at, just for context and reference. I need to go back in time, snap back to reality. So we want to go to, I can't pick this up right now. Can I call you later? Why are people calling me right now? Don't they know I'm streaming? Come on now. All right, so we're going to do November 1st, 2020, and let's just do like, I don't know, 2021. We'll go all the way to February. Okay, cool. So this is exactly what I'm trying to show you. As we progressed through November, and there's some specific dates here, right? So, forgot exactly. The election was around this time, like this first Tuesday. So it was within the first 8 days, right? I think it was November 2nd or November 3rd. Either way, you can see here, right? We were at 13, 13, 13, 13, 5, 13, 9. And then boom, as soon as the election is done, and keep in mind, after the election was done, it didn't matter. All of a sudden, Bitcoin starts running 14, 15, 14, 8, 15, 5, 15, 3, 15, 7, 16, right? Now we're like mid-November. By November 15th, we're already at 16K. By November 20th, we're at 17, 17, 8, 18, 6, right? And keep in mind, the new all-time high at that point was like 20K, right? If we got to 20K, that was the new all-time high. 19.6, I think, was the previous all-time high. So November 21st, all the way to, we'll say November 25th, 2020, exactly 4 years ago, we crossed 19K. We closed the day at 19,104, just shy of, the new all-time high. which if you think about, okay, so if you parallel it to this year, we blew through the new all-time high back in March, but a lot of people felt like we should have gone to 100K last time around. So if you kind of think of that as the proxy, here we are in the same situation where we're like right at the peak, right at the tip of it, about to cross it. And then what happens? Boom, November 25th rolls in, and we just kind of stay in the area, right? 18, 17, 16. And here's the thing, right? Like, it's only like 1,000 or 2,000 here, but that's the equivalent of like several thousand now, right? Us dropping to like 94, 93 is kind of the same thing from a percentage standpoint. But we just kind of stuck around. We just kind of hung around in this 19K area until bada bing, bada boom, December 17th. Or actually, let's go to December 16th, right? Because you can see that we crossed it here. This was the high on that day. But we didn't close the day above, the new all-time high until December 17th. And then we just ripped from there. 21, 22, 23, 24 by the day after Christmas, 26, 2 days after Christmas. Happy Boxing Day. 27, 28 by New Year's Eve, right? 29 on January 2nd, 32 on January 3rd, right? All the way up to January 9th and 10th, we're at 40K. Wild, absolutely wild. We doubled in price in about, from December 17th to January 9th. So like three and a half weeks or something like that. And then we went through another cooling off period, and the rest, as they say, is history, right? This was a lot of consolidation. It wasn't until February that things picked up. We made our march to 50s and eventually 60s, and you know how that whole thing went. But I'm just focused in on these time frames, okay? So my guess, again, not a prediction, not a whatever. There's nothing technical about this. There's no advice being given out here. All I'm saying is that I wouldn't be surprised if we chop around the 90s for like 3 weeks, maybe even drop to the 80s, maybe even drop into the 70s. Because keep in mind, a 30% correction from 100K, which we were that close to, is $70,000, and that is in line with previous bull runs. Previous bull runs had multiple 30% corrections. So hopefully we don't get a massive correction like that, because I think that would be really demoralizing for folks. But I wouldn't be surprised if we chop around until mid-December. Are you guys ready for that? Are you guys ready to like just not see anything, not have any more excitement in the market? I mean, we've had 2 weeks, or like 3 weeks at this point. So it's been fun. It's been fun. We need some time to cool off, and I want to grab some more. I want to grab some more Bitcoin before it crosses 100K. Leandro says, tomorrow the new parallel set is going to be playable. Now you are 2 sets behind. I know. This is why I don't know that I'll be able to play, honestly. Like, for me, as crazy as this sounds, I'm just going to be so honest with you. I love everything that's happening in parallel. I have my bag of Prime, which is very, significant. I very much believe in that project, even though I'm not playing and I'm not following it as closely. I mean, I am following it. I'm not doing content, and I'm not playing. I don't understand the meta of the game. I understand the meta of Splinterlands so much better, right? And I enjoy playing that game. And obviously I'm very much, involved and integrated into this ecosystem. The way I'm looking at it is I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun with Splinterlands in the bull run, and I'm going to get rich with Parallel. Because for me, it's all about the Prime, right? I have Prime. My bag is ready to go, and hopefully they'll be able to push things once Colony comes out and the Tau Ceti thing comes out. So that's the play for me. I'll jump in and out of Parallel here and there. I'll check out maybe some of the new Aftermath cards, but I am definitely 2 sets behind, and it's going to be tough to be competitive there. But I'm having fun playing Splinterlands. So, Splinterlands, I don't care. Splinterlands, like I said, I think Splinterlands will go to 5 cents, 10 cents maybe. We'll have fun. It'll be a meh project, but I got my Prime bag. We're good to go. All right, Ankh, what's going on? Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Hey, Ankh. Hey, you got the magic. Sweet. All right, so that's all I really wanted to show you with this chart, is what we can potentially expect over the next couple of weeks, November, December-ish, right? I think November 26th was Thanksgiving, so 4 years ago. So, there wasn't really like any kind of pop here. There wasn't really like anything going on. My guess is that we're just gonna chop around for a bit. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that feasible? Is that reasonable? Is that something we can expect? To me, I think, you know, this last couple of weeks have been utterly insane. So I'm not surprised that we would have a cool off here. My hope was that we would have had the cool off after crossing 100K, just so that it'd be done. Like I would want us to just cross 100K, and then even if we corrected back underneath, at least we had done it. And so it's not going to be like this big thing. It's that when we cross it again, we just blow through it. Now it's still going to be this huge mental, psychological barrier for us if we just, you know, chop around or whatever. See, we're back down to 93 now. So it is what it is. All right. So Leandro says, I was gifted 2 packs yesterday on Discord. Congratulations. I'm assuming, what's that called? Wait, this is for Aftermath, right? Or are you talking about... Wait, what are you talking about? Aftermath? Are you talking... Yeah, you have to be talking about Aftermath. Nice. Any good pulls? I got one legendary, one rare. I might get approximately $100 on them. Ooh, nice. So you're not going to keep the cards? Come on. Don't you want to play with them? Jim Morgan's here. What's going on, Jim? Did you guys hear Matt is pulling the plug? Shh. Don't tell anybody yet. I got to sell all my SPS first. All right. Just kidding. I don't know. If they're pulling the plug, it's not like I'm gonna know. But it seems like Jim knows something. Gathering says, "Wow, awesome! You get a tofu." Oh yeah, no. See, we're talking about parallel gathering on survival mode. Okay, X Momentum is heating up. So fun. Yeah, Ankh. There's what's Sire? I think Cire is the guy I've been going back and forth with. DJ onboarded him into the game. So yeah, pretty good stuff, man. I'm really liking what I'm seeing on X. A lot of folks checking out what's going on. Leandro says, telling them to buy Cathari ones. Ah, you're a Cathari guy. Ew, get out of here. Cathari is my least favorite because they always overrun me. Jim says, sorry, in 5 weeks, Matt is pulling the plug. Okay, so we got 5 weeks to dump assets. Thanks for the heads up. 5 weeks. Oh, that's the end of the year. Well, you know what? At least they can say they made it to 2025 and then they pull the plug. Ankh says, I gifted him some cards. Yeah, he seems like a good dude. I watched whatever video he posted from the live stream that he did. I need to follow him on whatever social it was that he was live on so I can go and show some love. But yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, again, if there's anybody new here, you know, feel free to announce yourself, especially if you have a light account, that we obviously know you're new and you're not trying to come in and just get free stuff. But yeah, let us know. I always have some like extra random summoners that are not doing anything and probably won't have much value even in hardcore mode unless I want to go single BCX. How are people feeling now, a couple days now that we've had, you know, some time to sit with hardcore mode? Is everybody still, you know, a little on edge about it? I'm kind of over it at this point. Like, I just want them to put it out so we can evaluate it. It's an experiment. Let's see how it goes. I want to trust the team on this and, you know, trust that they ran the numbers. I was looking at summoners earlier, just because those are going to be the real limiting factors, right? If a summoner loses, and every battle, unless it's a draw, of course, a summoner loses. But if it's a draw, it doesn't matter. There's no energy and there's no rewards given. So I was looking at summoners and trying to figure out, okay, how many potential battles could we expect? Like, assuming things are, you know, going to be on cooldown for a significant portion of the season, right? 5 days to 15 days. And it's a decent amount of battles. Considering how many battles we have now in Wild and Modern, it would be a significant amount of battles. But, I don't know. I kind of want to see how it plays out. So Ghostly BG says, oh, you delegated 5 summoners, Ankh. We have to see how it goes. Yeah, I agree. Ghostly BG says, I've got one question pertaining to survival mode, and it is why? I mean, come on, we've been through this already. And the true answer is not bot farms. I know everybody wants to say bot farms, but it's not bot farms. It's extensive collections that are sitting there collecting dust because there's nobody that wants to rent these extra cards. There's too much chaos, right? and land did not do its job, right? The land did not do its job. Let's just be real about that. So this is another try from the team to give some value and utility immediately to those other cards. I kind of wish we would turn off the land rewards, but that would be kind of bogus. Meaning, like, I wish we would turn off the land SPS rewards to offset the new SPS rewards coming in for this mode. But, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that SPS inflation won't be too bad. Gathering says, I bought out a lot of cheap summoners and key chaos commons. Nice. I saw the prices going up. I actually just recorded a video before this, which will come out later tonight, covering some of the rises in prices. All right, so exactly Ghostly. So Ankh says, still won't be playing that mode. Give the bots a bone. Again, it's very like bot farms and bots. We have to distinguish. Extra cards are for land. Gathering says, who has a lot of extra max summoners lying around? I don't. I have a couple of BCX extra, maybe of some of them. Actually, I might not even have extra BCX because I was struggling to get all my maxed out. So unless I got randomly gifted, we'll see. Paul's here. What's going on, Paul? I thought this was the year of the NPE. Towards the end, it seemed like the year of the whale. All right, so I'm going to disagree with the statement, Paul, and I'm going to tell you why. This was the year of the NPE because we finally have a free-to-play game for Splinterlands, which is very new player friendly, and they've done a lot of things with Academy and all this stuff. So this was the year of the NPE, but I think you're forgetting one key thing, and it has nothing to do with the year. It has everything to do with the game. This is the game of Wales. This is the project of Wales. It has always been that, and it will always be the project of Wales, because in order to earn the most, you need to spend the most, and that is not changing. What we're doing with NPE and free to play, my hope is that increasing the funnel of getting people into the ecosystem and creating hopefully enough of a casual environment that people just enjoy playing. But at the end of the day, year be damned, it doesn't matter. This is the game of Wales, and every year, every month, every quarter, the team is going to do things that benefit the whales. Now, we can get upset about it, or we can also recognize that the whales spend like 80% of the money in this game and keep this team afloat and make sure that our assets don't go to zero. Now, this is not me kissing the asses of whales, because I don't particularly care for the oligarchy that surrounds this game. I like the fact that, you know, we're decentralized to a certain extent, but part of me just feels like Matt should be the dictator. This is his vision, and I wish he would just have more conviction and not lean on the community so much, because I think it's cool what he's trying to build, but at the same time, it's like we're going back and forth between this decentralized thing where people ask for stuff, and then they have their stake weight to kind of back it, and there's a lot of vested interests that I agree with you may not have the best interest of the project overall. So I don't know about this. I don't want to comment. I mean, obviously I commented a lot, but I don't want to pass judgment so harshly so early on it. So yeah, well, I mean, look, it's happening, man. We can either complain about it, or we can try to, you know, let the team know what our concerns are. And you know, I think to me it boils down to two things. I would love to see the wild pass extended into it, and I would love for soulbound, like locked soulbound reward cards, right? So anything that's unbound is an NFT already, that's fine, but any cards that are considered soulbound still, to not be allowed to participate. If they can shore up those two things, I think that goes like 90% of the way for me to not have any fears. But even with that being said, I'm okay with them running this for 2 seasons, 4 seasons, right? In January, February, just to see how it goes. And I'll tell you this, if we're seeing a lot of really detrimental effects on the game economy and detriments to the game itself, man, I'll be the first person complaining about it in videos just like this, and trying to talk to Royal and trying to talk to people, just be like, yo, this is like, what's going on here? Right? This is not, you know, we thought it would be something, but it ended up not being. So let's have a better conversation about it. But we're not there yet. So let's see how it goes. Ankh says SPS rewards are from the team. Yeah, but it doesn't matter where they're coming from. It means more SPS is getting released into the ecosystem. So it has nothing to do with where it's coming from. It could be coming from the DAO itself. It could be coming from the extra SPS that we have from LPs or whatever. It just means that SPS inflation is going to increase when we've actually cut off a lot of sources of SPS inflation. So we're now going to be adding one in, and a significant one at that, which I'm not particularly excited about. GhostCBG says, I really hope you're right. Time will tell. Ganja Man should have just bought Nvidia. Dude, if I could go back in time and tell myself in 2016 to buy Nvidia, I would do it. Actually, screw that. If I was going to go back in time and tell myself to buy anything, it probably would have been Bitcoin. Let's be real. But yes, should have just bought Nvidia. Gavin says, are you going to make a tutorial video? No, I'll leave that for other people. I don't think I'd be good at making the tutorial video. I tried to do stuff in the past and make little things here and there, but I think I talk too much. So I'm like very low. I think someone else can come in and do a really good job with like editing and showing stuff. Like, that's just not going to be me. So there's fantastic content creators out there. Gathering, I think you should do one. I think it'd be awesome. So go for it, man. So State of Survival says summoner prices are obscene. Is that good or bad? Are they going up? Is that what happened? Let's check the market. Let's check the market. Let's look at modern summoners. Oh boy, are these starting to rise? I don't even know what they were. But do I remember seeing like 10-cent summoners before? I almost feel like we did have like 10-cent summoners, right? Some of them. Floor price is going up somewhere, so that's good to see. Dwayne says, what did I miss? Is SPL dead now that they are planning survival mode? Bull run over? Well, the bull run's over. we failed to hit 100K 2 times in 2 cycles, and I think it's done. We're just gonna do an 80% correction down to 20,000 again. Dollin at 75 cents. Wow. Swim with the whales, not against them. That is fantastic advice, Ankh 12. Swim with the whales, not against them. I'm gonna steal that, my friend. I'm gonna use that anytime people bring it up and be like, yo, just swim with the whales, man. Stop trying to change the current. This is the way that the sea moves. All right, Gathering says summoners still way too low. I mean, if you have them already, then they're priceless or invaluable. State of Survival says, I wonder what kind of professions that these whales are in. Ask them. A lot of them chat. just go and ask them in the chat. Amen, Og. Let's let them play. My question was, I'm sarcastic towards some of the salt I've heard seen, plus a play on Aftersound's video title. Oh yeah, my video title had nothing to do with Splinterlands, actually. It's just Bitcoin keeps getting rejected at 100K, so I think the bull run's over now. So Paul says, I would rather they use those dev resources to get more players, more new players. So, okay, fine. I can buy that argument, but no. Let me not caveat this. I can buy that argument. Should we have made a new game mode for newcomers? I mean, I've even advocated for this, that we should have a JV league where people can just kind of get started. Rewards are minimal, but it's something that people can just play in, and it ends up being like a league, right? So we don't have league caps anymore, but if you had like a silver league only JV league that new players could come into that had very minimal SPS rewards, but at least they were earning something, that's cool, right? That would be cool, so that they're not going in and facing off against max level decks when they're, in the mix. That being said, one area in which I think this makes sense, whether you like it or not, again, don't think about the actual implementation of it, think about the reasoning behind it. This has been a year that they have heavily focused on new player experience or revamping the player experience. There has not been anything put in for current players. And here's the thing, right? Like, look at someone like myself. I don't even have a maxed deck, right? Of anything. And I still have a bunch of extra cards sitting in my inventory. Survival mode may not be something that I dominate, but it is absolutely something that I can participate in with all of the extra cards that I have. How good will I be? How far will I go? How much will I actually play? I don't know, right? But it is something for players at my level or around my level and above. So for them, to me, this was like them throwing a bone at the people who've stuck around and have been collecting cards and doing the whole welcome to the family for the past 2 years, right? Now, all of a sudden, you're rewarding the people that have been continuing to scoop up assets at all-time lows. And this is the bone that's being thrown to them. So just trying to reframe the way that we're looking at it. It's being done as something that helps new players, or sorry, not helps, sorry, that's actually the opposite. It helps old players, right? It gives them another way to engage with their collection. And B, it solves one of the biggest and ongoing problems we've had with this ecosystem, which is the overprint of the entire Chaos Legion set. Rift Watchers, Chaos Legion Core, all of the reward cards, right? So it helps to eat up and give utility to those because land didn't do it and land is not going to do it, right? Even when 1.75 comes out, I highly doubt we cross, like, I don't know, let's make a bet. We're at like 20%. We're not even at 20% land use utility right now from a DEC perspective, right? DEC staking perspective. If we hit 40%, I'll be surprised after 1.75 comes out. You're telling me that people are going to double the amount of land that they're working between now and after 1.75 comes out? Nah, that's not going to happen, which means you have to find another way to engage all the people that have these extra cards because they're looking at land and like, that's not it, right? So they're trying to find something else. Maybe it's a last ditch effort attempt, but it's something. And, we'll have to see how it goes. Gathering seal packs not at 25 cents. Dude, they're at 38 cents. It's up, man. It's kind of crazy. I'm talking legendary summoners, Rebellion. Oh, they are too expensive. Gotcha. I don't know. Let's see. Rebellion. I love you. Rebellion. You're only. Oh, wait. Lorcus is at $30 now. Wow. Nah, some of these are still at like, look, EMP at 16, Squirrel at 15, a Cane at 12. Okay, I can see Avena is a $1.29 now. That's like a 30+% increase. All right, fair. DJ's in the house. What's going on, DJ? Good to see you here. Flora and Chaos may stay about 40 cents for a while. One seller has 1,900 packs there. Yeah. I bought the 10-cent summoners. Nice. Hey, DJ in the house. What did I say would happen to BTC if we didn't hit 100K by Monday? You're calling it, man. I don't know. Is it still that same source from last time? I just try to give my TA as much as possible, which is really just looking at the history. For anybody who missed it earlier, I was just looking at the 2020 and 2021 cycle and seeing how we're like mirroring it, almost like it's kind of freaky how much we're mirroring it, right? As soon as the election ends in this first week, we go from 13,000 and we shoot up all the way. By November 25th, we're at 19K. November 25th, which is today, at least for people here in the US, or at least where it's still the 25th, not the 26th. But the point stands that after we hit 19K, which was just below the previous all-time high in 2017 or 2018, we chopped around 17, 18, 19. We chopped around there for 3+ weeks until mid-December when we finally crossed the new all-time high. So it may be that we wait until mid-December, 3 weeks or so from now, in order to get to, past 100K. But we shall see. Hey, Gathering. I've been watching you sweep the floor for chaos. Known for Knowledge is here. I sold everything. Good day. Well, thanks for sticking around, even if you sold everything. Now you can watch us all get rich. Dwayne said, got the first part of the chaos transition video done. Or Dwayne got the first. Okay, we'll post later tonight. All right, made me realize how great the reward cards are and how weak Rebellion Core is compared to Chaos Core. Yeah, there's not too many Rebellion cards that I actually want. All right. Paul says the NPE we have now is not proven and could be way better. All new players should only play each other and SPL bots and have max novice ghost cards so they are all on an even playing field. I would love that, man. I would love a full like free to play sandbox. That people could just come in and participate. But okay, so here's the thing, Paul. I agree with you that new player experience could have been done completely differently. And had I been there, not that I'm smarter than anybody else, I would have done it differently. Okay. But it is what it is. I'm not the CEO, so I don't make the decisions. All right. So Known for Knowledge says when the bull run starts, hold on. Known for Knowledge, you're aware that Bitcoin's like around 100K already, right? Bull run began about a year ago. This game should reap some interest. It has solid history, card game, and has survived a few bear markets. See in a year as long as we don't get nuked. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we don't get nuked. I know things are getting a little scary out there. But yeah, you know, when Splinterlands decides to join the bull run, that'll be fun. But I don't know when that's gonna be. We're gonna have to get rid of all that DEC first. And the team is gonna have to hit the April time frame for Conclave Arcana. You know what else is making me a little nervous too? The validators. That seemed to take a lot longer than everybody was expecting. Remember when we were told, like, we voted on this over the summer, right? And then Jarvie wanted to come in and put in that other proposal to work on it, and everybody was in favor of it. And they're like, oh, you know what? It's like, it's almost here. It's just a couple months away. And now it's like January. That's a long time. I mean, I got nothing against PJ and his team, but I do like Jarvie's team. Peak Monsters is very, very efficient. Have a good night, Leandro. Enjoy with the family. Pillock says survival is so far away. I bet older cards would dip again, or so I hope. When do you think survival mode actually hits? What's the order of things releasing? I mean, at this point, they've done what I absolutely despise from Splinterlands history, which is not deliver things in a nice, well, just not deliver things period, but then not deliver things in a period of sequential type of order. Again, there was just so much that I was expecting this year, so much that I wanted to have this year. It could have been Glamour, it could have been Land, it could have been Hardcore mode, like anything. I would have been happy with like one of them, but we got none of them. And now you're trying to like bum rush Q1 with all of this stuff. Like, I'm sorry, forgive me if I just, again, Papa Bear coming out, but forgive me if I don't believe we're going to get all this stuff done in Q1. The only thing they cannot renege on is Conclave Arcana, because that, I mean, like, people would be pissed, all right? So what's the thing that's not going to make it? What's the thing that they're just not going to have the time frame to do? Because keep in mind, there's several things that were not included. Like there's 6 things, right? As they pointed out, you got the mobile app, which I don't think it's even been started yet. So that's probably at the top of the list for Q2. You have, gosh, what else is there? Okay, hardcore mode, Glamour, Land 1.75, validators, and the new player experience, which is ongoing. So they're going to be doing that. So that's fine. So it's really just 5 things, of which the first one on that list is an easy contender for getting punted. All right. So that means you have 4 things on that list. You have 3 months of maintenance windows, which are roughly 2 weeks apart. So let's say 6 maintenance windows in January. In Q1. So they got to hit 4 of those things in 6 maintenance windows. But it gets better, because Conclave Arcana will come into the mix at some point. So one of those maintenance windows is going to include the Conclave Arcana presale, because that has to happen, or at least start, in March. So now there is like no wiggle room, because especially considering that they're probably not going to have anything in January. And I know I'm being very bearish right now, but like, okay, so I'm just looking at the calendar here. So January starts on a Wednesday, right? Wednesday the 1st. which means, oh no, they'll still have two maintenance windows. I mean, maybe. So they got 6 maintenance windows, 2 in January, 2 in February, 2 in March, and they got 5 things that they got to launch. Actually, I've already given them the excuse on the mobile app. So if you bring the mobile app back in, that's 6 things. So at each and every one of those maintenance windows, I hope Matt already has his calendar marked for what is going out on which day, because there's 6 things they got to deliver, and there's 6 maintenance windows in that time frame. So who wants to bet what gets punted? I think it's the mobile app, which is sad because that would be nice before Conclave Arcana, especially if they're going to start doing a lot of marketing and bringing players in. So I don't know. We'll have to see how fast that guy can code. He's got 2 months, so he's got one month, maybe a month and a half. All right, so let's see. What's the number of packs released for Conclave Arcana sale? It's going to be 6.5 million packs in total. About 600,000 or so, 650,000 will be available for the pre-sale. Ox says BTC will give a Black Friday sale. Don't get left behind. Let's go. All right, that's my favorite. Known for knowledge. What's up? All right, Jobby Saints coming in from Twitch. Let's go. Known for knowledge says Bull Run hasn't started yet. Dude, are you kidding me? I mean, do you own any Bitcoin? Did you buy in any Bitcoin at 16K? Because it very much feels like a bull run right now. That's all I'm saying. Paul says, we brought back up one of the most polarizing aspects of the game with bots, and now more players will quit because of it. Nah, dude. Okay, so I'm going to push back on this, and I'll tell you why. I think players are going to whine about it. I think players are going to be all upset about it, but I don't think anybody's going to quit. And the reason is because we're all greedy as hell. We're all greedy as hell. You see the writing on the wall that even if the team messes up everything next year, SPS could still go to like 25 cents because people, things get ridiculous in a bull run. So I don't think anybody's leaving. And anybody who leaves now, again, do what you want to do, but anybody who leaves now, it's just like you've stayed this long. You've seen Bitcoin on the precipice of 100K. You see all the things that the team is trying to do next year and to launch, and you're going to leave now? Wait until things pop off, sell, and then leave. That's the move. If you're really fundamentally against it, or just, if you're gonna sell everything, then go buy Prime right now. That would probably be the best. But that's just me, and that's not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. In fact, scratch that from the record. No, for knowledge says liquidity cycle just started. Honestly, bull run just beginning. Watch and see. Oh, we're going to hit the fun part of the bull run, known for knowledge. I think it's just semantics, my friend. I know we're on the same page here. The bull run started for me once Bitcoin bottomed out. But the fun part of the bull run, the euphoria, yes, that's where we're getting into next. Money printers are barely warm, but next year they'll be red hot like crypto. 300K BTC next year this time. I actually would like to see something higher than that, ideally. And actually money printers have been on in the background, which is why we've seen liquidity start to really pick up. If you follow some of the macro stuff out there, I would look into like the BTFP program that bailed out the banks. Like all this stuff is not going out to retail, but there's a reason Bitcoin has been rising kind of on its own, right? Not to mention the money printing done out in the other parts of the world. But yes, the US is going to get into an interesting position now where they're going to get into full swing, and that's where the fun really happens. No, for knowledge, 2014, 2017, 2021, 2025. What are those years? I don't know what that means. Those are bull run years. No BTC, now all alts. I mean, Big Daddy Bitcoin is still going to lead the charge. But we're on the same page. Well, I think we'll get a massive alt season next year. Dwayne says 28 watching. 7. Oh, thanks, Dwayne. I appreciate you, brother. My bad, Dwayne. I just smashed that like. Oh, Dwayne making an impact immediately. Appreciate you, Dwayne. I will start to sell when you have 1,000 live viewers. You guys want to know something funny? I'm losing subscribers. I was just looking at the thing today. Hold up. Let me see here. I'm losing subs, so I must be pissing off a lot of people. It's either I'm just pissing off a lot of people, or you have a lot of folks who subscribed to me like years ago, and now all of a sudden like they're coming back to crypto and they're like, oh wait, I subscribed to this guy, but I don't play Splinterlands anymore. So that. But whatever it is, it's okay. My feelings aren't hurt. It is what it is. I just thought that it was interesting to see that happening, because we're starting to see interest in crypto overall start to increase. But unfortunately, this channel has become a Splinterlands channel, which I lament and I regret massively. I just haven't really had a chance to jump into everything else. Those years were tops. Didn't we top? I see. No, for knowledge, I'm just being annoying right now, but I'm pretty sure we topped out in January of 2018 for that. You know what I'm saying? But yes, 2017 was a fun year, and I only got into crypto on the second half of that year. God, I wish I'd been paying attention earlier. DJ says, "See, you need to stay positive." Yeah, well, you know, it's still Papa Bear. I'm still Papa Bear. It's gonna be tough, but we're gonna have fun with it. Don't you worry. All right. So you said these prices are going up. They seem to be okay. I would expect more of the Chaos Legion stuff to be going up. Like legendary summoners. Wow, Astral Entity at $7, $8. Yeah, Dahlin at 75 cents is kind of funny. Dahlin higher than Thispa? What is going on? Holy moly. Okay. If you say so. Yo, but for real though, these epic summoners are cheap. Are they not? What's the math on this? Hold up. If I do like Aquatis, 0.7 times 46, it's like $30. And then 0.32 times 15, $36. Yeah, so Aquatis is cheaper. Max Aquatis is cheaper than a Max Kelia. But they're about roughly the same price, and let's be real, Aquatis sucks balls. Now, what about this ball? Hold on. So 0.55 times 46 is $25. 2.25 times 11. Okay, so Thispa and Quicks are like $1 apart from each other. That makes sense. How cheap is Skargor? 0.35 times 46. $16 for a max Skargor. Except I don't believe there's enough BCX. Isn't that interesting? I mean, if you look at it, there's not that many cards available on the marketplace. I mean, you do have some. Well, there's no max copies here either. Let's see. So there's how many Astral Entities? There's one max copy for sale, and then not enough BCX for another second max copy. DJ says, after time, make a video titled "Welcome Back to Crypto Bitches," and give all the new people on all the positive changes the team made. You mean welcome? It wouldn't be welcome back to Splinterlands. You know what's funny is I was thinking about making that video, just because it seems as though there's a lot of either new players or players returning, and it'd be cool to talk about just some of the changes that happened, and then all like the 6 things that we keep talking about for the next couple of months. Bull run's over, boys. We missed it, says Fusion Sound. I know. That's the vibe right now. We got rejected by 100K once again. So no, for now, it's just crypto searches still at lows. Nothing technical saying we're in a bull run. Just institutions investing with big money clients. Whereas retail, oh, they're still broke. Well, that's the thing. What if retail's broke now? What do you think is going to make retail unbroke next year? Need work and subsidies. So this is something that I track. To your point, known for knowledge. Let's see. Google Trends, is it? This other stuff here. So Microsoft outage. Uh-oh. We need them to start buying Bitcoin. Let's just look at Bitcoin first. And we want... I mean, can we go 2004 to present? Dude, look at 2017. What a wild time. Here's 2021. February of 2021. So, still some room to go, which is good. Now let's look at crypto. Same deal, dude. 2017. Oh no, this is 2017. 2021 was wild for crypto. Okay, hold on. I must do this even though I don't care, but NFTs. I just want to see what that looked like. Yeah. Makes sense. Anything else we want to look up? Splinterlands. Oh, damn. Look at that. All the way back in 2019. This was something else though, right? I forgot what it was. But yeah, dude, this you know what this chart reminds me of? SPS. It looks exactly like the SPS chart. Fun times. Don't worry, guys. We'll make 5 cents. We'll have our blow off top at 10 cents and be done with it. Then Matt can sell all of his Bitcoin at the top and have enough money so that we can finally hit 25 cents in 2028. We'll get there. Don't you worry. Just got to wait another 4 years, okay? Yo, People's Guild in the house. Let's go. Auto like from RedX. Thank you, sir. Howdy, everyone. Damn, Heloise, spite for my lag. Oh, you guys ready for the gold foil? I want to see how much people are ready to throw down for that. No for now, it says retail will be the cure for this game, and they aren't working, and they are broke. Until that changes, nothing happens. So when do they start working? Is that everybody going to get jobs next year? Is that what's happening? Ankh says, oh, I don't know what those are. Little lizards on Twitch. What's this emoji? Oh, they're dancing lizards. I can see it on Twitch. Matt says Bitcoin at 300K the cycle. Everything is just delayed a bit because the market cycle is extending to a longer time frame. Why so bearish? I mean, we're at 100K right now. You guys think that's all? You guys think that's it? Institutions are playing. Nation states are buying and mining. And you think 300K? That's it? Okay. Everyone ready for SPS to $1 and we all buy houses? Man, wouldn't it be nice? I don't think we hit $1 until 2028. Although I'm just trying to emotionally hedge my bets. I'm in 4 crypto games and they all have very low interest. Would you mind telling us what else you're in, known for knowledge? I just curious for another Splinterlands player, what piques your interest? What fancies you, my good sir? Bolts says, just stopping by to hit the like and say hello. Thanks, Bolts. Appreciate you. Busy week for you? Yeah, it's a busy week for me too. I'm actually only going to be on for another couple of minutes. And then I got to get back to work. Lots to get done before, and like literally less than 48 hours. I gotta finish up this song. So no for knowledge says, well, in the USA, at least you have hope now. MAGA. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of crypto-friendly stuff that I think next administration is going to do. I think there's a lot of good economic policies that he might put into place. But how quickly we feel the impacts of that and how much resistance there is to it, I don't know. Matt says, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. So, about the Bitcoin thing. Look, okay. Let me put it this way. I don't like being like overly stupidly bullish, but just being realistic here. And again, I know nothing. Okay, so there's not financial advice. I have no idea what's going to happen. All I'm saying is that there's so much game theory being played out at the corporate level and at the nation state level right now that I used to be somebody that looked at that and said, okay, hey, you know what? I can see us topping out the next bull run 150K to maybe 250, 300K, right? Maybe that's the blow off top. Then we hit the new all-time high before the halving. And now here we are in December with 100K Bitcoin. And while like the greed, the greed fear index is relatively high, it's almost like nobody knows. So to Known for Knowledge's point, retail is not even really here yet, which is kind of wild. So I've kind of had to reframe my thinking where I think we go higher than the 300K. But I think, let me put it this way. I believe that we can hit something absolutely stupid when it comes to a Bitcoin price. Like I'm talking as high as 7 figures, right? 1 million. I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised. I'm also saying that it won't be sustainable, meaning that we touch that and we immediately retrace from it, right? And it's just like basically you go back and see like when we touched like 69K or 19K, whatever it was back in 2017. It's like we touched it and then market kind of like had the rug pulled out from underneath. I think the same thing happens here where we get that crazy euphoria and then market retraces, right? So yes, I'm not being sarcastic about Bitcoin going higher this cycle. Maybe I'm just buying into the hype now, which is obviously not great. But whatever it is, make sure you have your exit strategy, right? For whatever it is that you're doing. RedX says, like minds at its finest, Web3 right now, do your research and they will come. It's good to see new people starting to enter the game. That makes me happy. Hi, Main City, Warsaken, Shrapnel. Oh, I haven't heard Shrapnel in a while. And I haven't even heard of these other two. They're pretty good. But thanks for sharing, Known for Knowledge. Maybe we'll check them out. So Mitchell says, LOL, I've hit my comfortable SPS level and selling all of my staking rewards. Wait, you're selling them now? You know what? Maybe we've topped out. So actually, it's probably a good move. Sell them now before we drop back down to half a penny. Known for Knowledge says, crypto winters suck when they are at the start of a bull run. So loading up on any low. Cool. Redx says the NFT chart was NFTs, like highlighting being sold to capture moments and be exclusive like the LeBron breakaway dunk. Yeah. We only mine, this is coming from Matt, we only mine 164,000 Bitcoin per year right now. Roughly 100K across all exchanges. US wants to buy 800,000 more. It will take years. Well, so the Strategic Reserve, I think, wants to buy 1 million Bitcoin, right? And they want to do it over the course of 5 years, meaning that they want to buy roughly 200,000 per year. So they want to buy everything that is mined right now. And who are they competing with? They're competing with other nation states that haven't really disclosed the fact that they're buying. They're competing with El Salvador and other nation states that are mining Bitcoin and probably have no intention of selling. And they're competing with people like Michael Saylor at the institutional level who wants to buy and hold forever. So there will be a supply shock if the US does actually do that. Oh, not to mention retail and all these other degens out here, all these other Bitcoin maxis who are buying and holding and keeping in cold storage for the next 50 years. So yeah, there's not enough, which means they'll have to buy it from somebody who's willing to part with it at 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, whatever the case is. Now, if the US gets cold feet, meaning that like, okay, we want to buy 100,000 this year or 200,000 Bitcoin this year, but the price is too high, well, then I guess they wait for a market correction. But yeah, we'll have to see it. We'll have to see what their plan is. Bolt says, thanks for bringing us all the split on the news and updates. Have a good Thanksgiving. You're number one. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm excited for the ambassador program. I don't know if the stuff is backdated, but thanks for anybody that's used my referral link in the past. Appreciate you. Just my daily staking rewards. All right, fair. Bull market run is postponed. See you in 2029. Yeah, we got to finish World War III first, right? Known for Knowledge says, I play Main City, but invest in the other two at the moment, not playing. I've been playing Splones regularly for the last 6 months or so. Wait, I feel like you've been here longer than 6 months, though, Known for Knowledge. There is no way that you joined in, like, summer of 2024 when asset prices were absolutely at their lowest. I mean, if you did, what a legend. But oh shoot, I didn't have that on. Okay. Cool. All right, timer just went off, so I think I'm gonna have to call it a day soon. All right, so where's Bitcoin at? We got 93. Oh no, let me refresh this. It was 93,600. It is 93,800. Hey, we're on the right track. SPS is over a penny. What's going on with Hive? Oh, I just noticed Hive is at 27 cents. Is this the Koreans again? This doesn't seem like a pump. It's not affecting the rest of the prices here. Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. Well, let's hope that can bring some fresh eyeballs into the place. No, for knowledge, yeah, I quit for 1 year, started in 2018. Oh, well, then welcome back. See, this is a good sign. People came back or are coming back at a time when I think there'll be some good stuff going on. All right, last question for you, Known for Knowledge, and then I gotta run. What brought you back? Or is it just no, what brought you back? Because there's a ton of games out there, as you clearly are aware of. Why would you come back to Splinterlands? And don't tell me it's just because like you already were here. They had to be doing something that got you back in. Was it the CEO change? Was it the new direction? Was it the ranked update? Was it the wild pass? Was it rebellion? I'm curious if we can pinpoint that and then try to replicate it for a lot of the other folks that left. But yeah, other than that, we did an hour. That's actually pretty good. We had some solid folks coming. You know, what's funny is I do want to like switch up my timings so that not everything is like during the day. Seems like there was a solid group that came out this time around, or around this time. So maybe we'll do some more here. Known for Knowledge says, the game is better. I enjoyed the card game and Brawls, probably my favorite. I was able to get some max decks, which helps. You know what? Hey, man, look, you did the right thing. I don't know when you left exactly, or I don't know if you sold, but you definitely came back at a time when prices were very, very low. I'm not saying that we won't get to that level anymore, but hopefully we don't. And asset prices stay and hold their value for long periods of time. That'd be fantastic for the game. But all right, guys, this was super fun as usual. As I said, I know this week is a little crazy for me, but I'm glad that I was able to hop in. I will hop in tomorrow for sure. Wednesday, I'm gonna try and find some time as well. And then of course there should be some more video content coming your way. If I don't see you for whatever reason, then I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving for everybody that's celebrating. But I should be here. I may even try to sneak in a live stream on Thanksgiving. We'll see how that goes. Actually, I don't know. I'll be traveling, so that'll be tough. But have an amazing rest of your day, night, whatever time it is. Yeah, I'll catch up with you all soon. Peace.